Hello, welcome to another episode of the MTG Arena Run. I'm recording this video a little bit earlier because the fast is coming soon. Anyway, regardless, it's nice that I'm actually doing this now because there's a new special event, Momir Madness. Now, for those who don't know what Momir is, pretty much started with this variant. Now, normally in Magic the Gathering Online, actually even in paper Magic, though nowadays most of these have been digital, you can have an alternate start. Basically, if you're playing the Vanguard format, you can role play as a certain character, and you would get an adjustment to your hand size, you get an adjustment to your life total, but it will usually give you a special ability. Now, I don't think we will get the hand size or the life total change, but we're primarily focusing on this ability here. So where you pay a certain amount of mana, you discard a card, you'll put a token on the battlefield that's a copy of a creature with converted mana cost X chosen at random. And you can only activate this once each turn, so you'll get a guaranteed one creature per turn. Now what that means is, it gives us this format. So we will have our Momir Vanguard on the side here. We will have to pay mana, and this time the creatures are all from MTG Arena, so unfortunately, we will not be able to play the Flottery, so we're not likely to hit any creature that's going to cause us to lose the game. I don't think there are that many duds. There might be some duds among defenders, but the creature base is a little bit more limited, so a bit more predictable. And let's give this one a shot. Let's see how well we do. So this might actually be a relatively short video, though I might just give it a double shot. It's a shame that's a bit short, considering that it's one, pretty random, and two, yeah, one, it's pretty random, two, it's very, very random. And it's a one-game format, so one-game format, or do we get, okay, so let's start off with something. But now we can choose to activate this at once. We'll get a guaranteed one We'll get a guaranteed one CMC creature, but I'm gonna pass on that one. I'm probably gonna wait till I hit at least 3 mana. I don't feel there's no rush. I don't feel like there's a big rush. Well, it depends what our opponent does, because among 1-drops, he's most likely gonna hit a 1/1. Or if he's lucky, he might get a 2/1. But so he got a 1/1 that can't be blocked, so that might be an issue. So we are on a shorter clock, but let's wait until we hit at least turn 3 before we start dropping. There are some reasonable creatures in turn 2, but I might wait on that. So we're just playing the patience game. Our opponent's probably gonna try to aggro us out, knowing that he has a bit of an advantage. Actually, having the smaller pool. Okay, so 1/1 into a 2/2, so not too bad. We're gonna drop our 3-drop now. You can only activate this one, so you're not exactly saving up for anything. So let's discard this plains. Jade Light Range, okay, good hit. We got lands. So we're able to refill our hand, so we're definitely gonna start dropping creatures left, right, and center. I will trade off the Ranger for the Ooze. So all the tricks are on board. 4 mana is probably going to be the magic number. Okay, Enigma Drake. Okay, so he's not gonna get much out of that. So our opponent still has a clock, so we have to consider that. I might stop at 6 or 7, I guess. Let's see. So we got a Dreamcaller Siren. Okay, so this one's just basically gonna bounce off this. We're still taking damage here. There are some creatures that you can spend extra mana on, so we'll keep that in mind. Let's see what our opponent drops. Ooh, what's this one? if you control us, okay, so it's just a basic tree. So I'll block that one. Not that it does anything. So we can hit back for a tree, but we do need. Opponent really should not have attacked with this one. That's just my humble opinion. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's drop forest. We got ourselves a Sarah Angel, which is very nice. Gonna swing with the Dreamcaller Siren. So we're still gonna take some damage here, but we can start hitting back in the air. I think flyers are pretty much key here. Our opponent's still gonna play bigger drops. Okay, he's got his own Sarah Angel. I wouldn't call that the greatest play, considering there's no reason for me to hold back. Let's see. Yeah, let's play this first. Technically, I want to play form. Symbiote? Nope. Ooh! Draw a card and put the... Okay, so next turn we can actually just start playing 4 drops. So I'm going to send this one across. He's probably going to trade. This is a really big drop. Now, doesn't mean our opponent can't get a drop, but... So, trading angels. Opponent is now running short on cards. Now, it's tempting to just go for 6 and 7 drops, but unless he can remove this guy, we might be able to... Okay, so we're not going to remove this guy anytime soon. Okay. So, let's... So, let's see if we can hit the Chupacabra. Nope, Snapping Drake. So, just as fine, I suppose. So, I'm gonna swing with these two just to get the 3 damage. Well, 7 damage in is just as fine as well. So, what? So, I'm gonna take 5. One's gonna drop a 7 drop. Now... Let's see, 7 drops. Pelaka Worm is going to be a problem. Okay, Cryptic Serpent's not. So we're going to take... Yeah, I'll just take the 5. So our opponent is going to be playing 7 drops off the top all the time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is there an 8 drop that's good? Because if not, I could just draw a card and play a 5 drop. Let's see, our opponent has to block this one. Yeah, let's just play the 8 drop. Trying to think if there is a good one. Verdant Force. Oh, this is very good. So we're definitely swinging with these two. I need to hold 1 creature back. Probably should just block this at this point now. Though it means next hit is lethal. At least we now can start generating blockers. So sometimes you luck out. You sometimes get a very good card with this one. Our opponent, I wouldn't say he got back-to-back duds. Ooh, Nezahal. Well, I'm not planning to hit from the ground. So we can chunk this one and block this one. Actually, you know what? Let's... Yeah, that's pretty much that was pretty much the blocks anyway. So we managed to get a good one. So we were riding off the back of a Sphinx. And these are just 1 game formats, so this is relatively fast and... No, not loose, but they're just relatively fast. It doesn't hurt too much. Well, it still kind of hurts because you could sometimes get creatures that just don't fit. Like a while ago, our opponent got an Enigma Drake, but no instants or sorceries to pump him. So again, my personal strategy is not to worry about the 1-drops unless our opponent plays something really big. I might start dropping on turn 2. Okay, looks like our opponent kind of agrees with us, so I'm gonna pass the turn also. Stand by. I think I dropped something. Okay, opponent. Okay, found it. So our opponent declined to play a 2-drop as well, so I think we're going for our big guns. We are 1 card up, so we could actually play something. We could actually play something now. There are some decent 2-drops, but not always. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, we also benefited last time from the Jade Light Ranger. So I'm willing to play 1 just to test some. And well, the flash didn't matter, and we even just got a card from Arena. So this is what you usually get for 2 mana. Our opponent's gonna play something now, or not. Okay. I guess what our opponent could also do is just keep playing heavy drops. So the usual concern is that a good 4 or 5 drop will lock us out. So you know what? I guess 2 people can play that same game. So he's probably incentivized to do it now. 1, because I already have something on board. But 2, big. So our opponent got a Sting Scourge. Okay, not so great, but it could be good removal against us. So we have to play something. Chupacabra might actually be not a good thing to. Well, we'll see. We can't exactly control that part. Ooh. Okay, so not too bad. Got a 4/4 on turn 4. Okay, turn off my data. So our opponent is gonna start dropping 5. So, and the sad thing is 2 or more creatures blocking. So this thing is not. This thing's we have an effective blocker, but not an effective attacker. So let's. Okay, no attacks. Let's. I probably could have waited. Maybe I could have attacked, but no, that was a bit of a misclick. And ooh, this is very good. So I can just so I could spend mana just to prevent creatures from blocking. But we need to build up a board presence. Right now we're at the right now we're at the stalemate. Thankfully no one has flyers yet. Okay, let's draw Black Mana Source. We're not exactly playing the Flottery here. But we are technically 1 card up. So yeah, 8 is quite good for Verdant Force. 6 gives us. Okay. So we have something up in the air, so I can just keep attacking with this one for the time being. I might end. I could just trade one of. Depends if our opponent decides to attack now. We do have to deal with Cold Water Snapper. Seven drop. Ooh. Chromium the Mutable, so 7/7 is a problem. Yeah, so we get to hit our own 7 drop, but I don't think we're gonna be just as lucky. We'll see. He's waiting to see if our opponent's going to respond by discarding a card. Probably could just pass the turn at this point. I'm also trying to remember if there's a... Wait, there is a good 9 drop if I'm not mistaken. It's probably blue. Okay, Garruk's Horde. So we do have our own 7/7, so we can kind of race that way. We can block once, so we need to conserve our life a bit. So we... So... Depending on what our opponent drops, that's the key. Because another thing we can do is we could just straight up trigger this guy twice. We can prevent blocks from... We can prevent these guys from blocking. Okay, 8/8 outclasses 7/7. I might have to play the Ravenous Chupacabra lottery though. See if I can hit that. Okay, so I need to take the damage here. So let's see, I can either trigger and then play once, or let's just go for the 8. This is an issue. There are plenty of good 4 drops, but there are also plenty of bad 4 drops. 8 drops. Let's just go for it. Let's see if we can get our own. It takes a while for the... Well, actually, no, just waiting for him to respond. So... You got a 9/9. Okay. So... I'm probably not gonna block, so I'm gonna swing with this guy once. Let's at least get the life totals close enough. We're probably gonna lose this one in the long term because I have to attack with these guys. I'm going to lose a lot of my creatures. Or I could just trigger no blocks in some cases. So let's say our opponent has to attack with this one. I can pay for it twice and make a 1-drop next turn. Ooh. Okay, thank goodness it didn't. Okay, so I think I can take it one more. So let's see if I can. Okay, so this one just gets us our own Zakama, but that doesn't do much. What we can do, however, is keep this from blocking, keep this from blocking. This attacks, this attacks, this attacks, this attacks. So math is hard. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's just trigger for 1. Yeah, this is gonna be... Well, there are no I could destroy this. I might have hoped for something else like a Fanatic Firebrand, but yeah, we're pretty much all in at this point. We're gonna lose next turn. So we're trying to see if our opponent can do the math. He's definitely gonna block this one there. That's an easy one. He could chump this guy. Okay, no, he's gonna trade. He could just block this one, I guess. So he takes 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, 1 short. Yep, not enough. That was... Yeah, I agree. It's a good game. The math was close, but no cigar. Now, on the hit back, I have to block with these 2. I won't have enough. And it has trample anyway. Good game. So I'll let our opponent have his So maybe playing that 2-drop was probably not a great idea. Oh well. So yeah, that's all he needed. Chromium was very good in this matchup. So sometimes it's about who gets to hit the better drops. Think of it. Chromium, Slin, Sakama. It could also have been reasonable for us to start attacking, then just play the 4-drop game. It's more like play the Ravenous Chupacabra game. Actually, now that you think of it, the removal creatures, Chupacabra's at 4, Psychic Symbiont is at 6, Exclusion Mage is at 3, so that's a decent one. Academy Journey Mage is at 5, that counts. A bunch of creatures have raids, so if you can attack first, you want to attack first. But definitely the mistake is trying to play at 1. Now, then again, a 1/2 death touch might not be such a bad thing, so definitely pass first. Try to see if we can snowball into more threats. I might play, depending on what our opponent plays second, I might play on turn 2 or turn 3. See what he gets. 2/2, no sagas. Okay, so I can afford to wait till turn 3. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He draws to 5. He'll be 1 card behind. Let's give it a shot. Let's play 1 at 2. Actually, I could also play 1. I could play at 0 also, but you're kind of wasting cards. So that might as well just spend the mana. So here, not so great. We can keep blocking the Keldon Warcaller all day at least. So we can at least block these guys. So we just need an answer to this one. So let's play this out. Turn 3, let's see what we got. Come on, not... Gains lifelink until end of turn. I guess it's reasonable. We could just keep blocking. Actually, I'm not going to attack. It will basically dissuade these guys from attacking if I can double block. I am still not going to throw this guy away for Narnam Renegade. Ooh, that's gonna be interesting. Okay, he just goes for the single creature. None of those are good attacks unless you... Actually, your Narnam Renegade is probably the best attack. I'm willing to throw the... Kind of willing to throw the bug away. So, let's play 4. Come on, Chupacabra. Ooh, it's Rad. Okay, Rada generates us mana, so we'll actually be able to accelerate a bit next turn, so no attacks. So what will happen is we attack with our creatures, we'll get 7. We can actually play an 8-drop. I am technically throwing creatures away just to get that 8-drop, so it better be good. So I'm actually gonna play this one. So yeah, let's get that mana mix. So let's see how he blocks. I might just trigger the lifelink just to get some life back. That's okay. Okay, he's gonna probably double block. Is he gonna chip the Renegade on this? Because I could just do a 7-drop. I don't... Okay... Let's take the Pack Beast out. Yeah, let's just deal some damage. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got a Sifter Worm. Well, I don't gain the mana. I don't gain life. That's the bad news. But at least I have the big 7/7. And yeah, that doesn't matter. So not so great, but it does have trample, so I could still trade profitably. And our opponent's now limited to 6 drops, while we can still have our 6 drop and our 7, and we can keep hitting 7 drops from the time forward. And he's not gonna get the mana to trigger this, but we need to start catching up on life here. So let's play this. Give us a 6. Psychic Symbiont, please. Colossal Dreadmaw is acceptable. Let's send in our Sifter Worm. We may have to also consider just sending the bug in just to gain life. Opponent's still stuck at playing 6 drops. Hog Stomper. Because we're taking damage from the air and we're not having any blockers here. So let's consider. It is kind of throwing it away though. Because if we don't get a flyer, we just outright lose. So let's see what we get here. And we can't interact with this guy. That's also a problem. Okay, so gain life. And we got ourselves a 4/4, so we can block this one up here. But let's see, we can block. We take 3, block. Technically, it's game over for us. We don't have enough creatures. Yeah, he just swings in with the entire team. So that's pretty much it. So what happened was we were not able to interact with our opponent's creatures profitably. So that was a fast one. We didn't win much, but this is really more of a fun format. Basically, oh, just chuck in a little gold. So you don't get much of a big return, but it's still quite decent. Still wonder what happens to this one though. So we definitely have plenty of time. We barely scratched the surface here. And I think I still have about a few hours before the fast begins. So you know what? Let's do another one. Why not? It's all in the spirit of fun. So I'm still trying to figure out when you consider you don't have a +4 life cushion, when is the best time to start dropping creatures? Two might be reasonable. I still think 1 is way too early. So I'm probably gonna... But it really depends on what you get. It's so... You can't blame yourself for... Well, you can still blame yourself if you miss something on the board. We had an interesting one, but we did have to kind of throw creatures away just to get our 7 drop, and it turned out we didn't quite benefit from it. So we know this isn't quite aggressive, so I can pass the turn on this. Here's hoping we can get a Centaur Courser on turn 3, maybe? So so our opponent isn't quite aggressive, but he's playing to put stuff on the board, so now it's our turn. See what we get. Ooh! Now let's hope our opponent doesn't get Ravenous Chupacabra. Well, I admit it's a very nice pull. I hope you're not salty about it. Then again, I will be salty if you do draw Chupacabra now. Okay, so these guys trade at least. Now let's see if we can get the Chupacabra. It's a bit interesting too, because not quite, but let's see if our opponent's definitely gonna block this, and we at least we have something that can block most of his ground stuff. Opponent has more creatures. They're just not that interested. Okay, he's now really decided. Yeah, that's, you pretty much have to trade. So neither of us hit the Chupacabra lottery. Now we're gonna see who can first hit the Symbiont lottery. Oh, Air Elemental. That's a good one. Let's see if we can get our own decent 5-drop. Not too shabby. I am willing, depending on what the 6-drop is, I am willing to attack over the top. 4/6. Actually, I might even consider paying mana to fly over. Because, oh, okay, I forgot about that one. Now let's see what happens here. Oh, that's nice. Let's take out this guy. Oh, that's perfect. Now we still have to deal with this one, but I don't think our opponent is getting the mana he needs. Ooh, okay, so we managed to luck out a little bit. I forgot this was at 5. So yeah, Angel, you can hit this lottery 2 at 5. Okay, so this guy is literally holding these guys back. Yeah, I don't think he's willing to trade just yet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's go with the 7-drop. 7-drop's a bit safe because I don't think there's a raid card at 7 equal to its toughness rather than its power. Okay, so this one's more like virtual, it's not real, so I have to attack with this guy though. It's actually bad here because it shrinks our giant. Is it on our turn? No, it's all the time. So this guy's still a virtual tree. He's got a flying 4/4, but not enough vampires. I probably should keep holding mana up for this. I'm going to take 4. I could double block this one. Yeah, I'm gonna double block. At least until he, because if he does ever draw into blue mana, it could become annoying. Now these will actually just end up trading, so I need to draw into something better. So play our land. Let's play our 8-drop. Ooh! Okay, we hit the jackpot, people. It's a shame there's no haste, but I'm not gonna complain too much. Our opponent did though. So, yeah, there are some good drops in 8 after all. So nice, got ourselves a prize. Not every game's gonna end up like that, but that's still quite I'm still quite happy over it. So I guess you can sum up Momir Vig in the Momir Madness format as Experienced loot boxes without actually actually the spending money part might not be true. So let's play a land. Pass the turn. Yeah, you could hit a land or else, but there are so many 1-drops that you don't exactly want to hit. 2-drops are more reasonable if you're looking for an accelerant, I guess. So that's one. So if our opponent plays a 1-drop, I am willing to play a 2-drop. But it's kind of conditional also because we're not guaranteed to draw cards like last time. Our very first game, drawing those cards off the Jade Light Ranger is quite great. Having the Sphinx to draw us into more cards is also good. But yeah, being any way of accelerating mana is a bonus. So I guess playing a 2 is a reasonable gamble. The only catch is there are plenty of vanilla 2/2s you could hit. You can even hit a bunch of 2/1s that don't with not so relevant abilities. And there are plenty of and there are also plenty of 1/1s as well. So this one is not irrelevant. Raptor Companion, probably one of the best things you could hit at 2 mana. It just screams aggro. Like, look at it, screaming out there. I get the 3/1. I can start exiling lands as if it mattered. You know what? Let's trade. Now our opponent definitely is going to play his own 3-drop. Now, this is an interesting case because there are several 3-drops with raid. So that might actually be relevant. I know there are feel bads, but I feel like that's very premature. I know sometimes you just feel really bad about this, and I feel the pain too. It's not like hitting Phage, but it still feels bad. So there are actually a few dud creatures now that I think of it. So Phylactery Lich is it's even a PH, so it's its own kind of lottery. There might be a dragon, but not in this format. But I think there is a dragon that kind of has the same effect. Like you need to have something, or else it dies. Or I might be missing something. Clones would be an issue if you don't have any creatures, so you do want to place something at turn 3. This one is not necessarily irrelevant. You might actually hit something. Still gonna wait. If it was a 2/1, I might be tempted to drop something now. Our opponent actually skipped his 2-drop though, so that's interesting. I might have been more willing to skip 1-drops over 2-drops. Wait, because I've been. Let's just drop the mountain. So we got ourselves a flyer. So not bad, not bad. Opponent has to play something turn 3. At least, well, we dodged our own Phylactery Lich lottery. Opponent has... Ooh! Nice combo! Okay, now it's my turn to say nice. I could trade the flyer off for this guy. He actually did hit it. So let's see if we can hit the Chupacabra lottery now. Not quite, but it will block. I'll accept that. Who would have... Now, who would have thought I would be so unhappy to see this? Now it's his turn. Let's see if does he hit the Chupacabra lottery? Is he playing the odd even scheme? So he's basically skipped all the... So I might have... I have to be conscious about what I'm dropping now. So let's attack with this guy. Let's play a 5-drop. Okay, he gains life, but I do nuke his guy. So, not. So he needs to play his 5 drop now. I might be willing to just beef up mana until I hit 8, unless he hits something really good. I have to be also conscious that this represents basically. Okay, I don't get this, but. Because if you're not playing anything, I can wait. I can do the waiting game too. I guess this must be. I might be in the middle of some sort of stipulation game. Someone's probably making a video of this right now. So it's now dropping at 6. Ooh, hit the best possible drop. Ian. So I might actually want to start hitting well, 5s and 6s are not bad because the removal is there. So I'm looking for Psychic Symbiont. This has reach but doesn't have vigilance, so let's see. Thinking. Okay, Chupacabras at 4. I think I want to start hitting 5s. Let's hit our land drops anyway, but I want to start hitting 5s at least. I don't think there's a removal at 7, but there are plenty of removal slots at 5. Okay, that's not it, but I'll wait. I need to. Okay, I think 9 gets us. I probably should have done my homework first before playing this format. As it is, he's not. Okay, he attacks, so I'm going to double block. He's not gonna. So it's a big loss. It's a kind of a big loss for us, but at least he gave us a chance to get rid of it. So, not quite right back where we started. Yeah, you can't buy it back. But you still have plenty of cards, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. So I just need. So right now my flyer still has to. I still have 1 card for the top, 1 card for the bottom. What's the Nezahal is a problem. I might just play an 8 drop at this point. I'm just gonna keep playing 8 drops. If you cast it from your hand, okay. So at least I can trade these guys. So and at least that guy doesn't fly. So let's keep playing 8 drops at least. Opponent's now hit his first 8 drops. So we're playing magic number 8. Yeah, but interestingly, 5 would have given us the biggest range of removal. Ooh. So I have to choose which ones I want to trade it off for. I am willing to trade. Because I'm still 1 creature ahead. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's play the 8 drop game. So, yeah, perfect. So I can keep hitting from the sky, I can keep blocking, and I keep holding back the ground. He's eventually going to have to attack with his Ravenous Dagger too to gain some life back. He's going for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9 drop. He can actually go for a 10 drop. Let's see him go for the 9-drop. I think I'll stick with my 8s. Actually, no, I could go for a 9, actually. So 9 gives you Zakama, so it does give us some removal. So yeah, let's see if we can get our own Zakama, or if we hit a dud. Yeah, so it's pretty. I think it's pretty much Zakama at 9. So we'll attack in the air because we can. So he's gonna hit this one. He's gonna swat this one. Oh no, I forgot. Reach. Also big waste. He has enough mana to hit 2 guys twice. He won't be able to. He can nuke this gun if he wants to. Let's see. We can use this to gain life if we have to. Probably should just start hitting 6s, I guess. And this only hits creatures though, so... Okay, he's going for the 10... Yeah, there are no 10 drops. So let's draw a card here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's not make that mistake. Okay, so you can gain life. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Combustible gear hull. Okay, so I'm gonna just lose 3 cards into the graveyard. Oh, he actually let me draw. He didn't have to. Oh dear. I'm just gonna start. No, that's reckless. There's no need. Okay, he's now careful about what he's spending. He's now got Slinvoda at 8. I could just wait and let these guys generate creatures. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. In theory, I could actually just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see, what do I hit? Chaos Maw. It deals. Ooh! That's not good. But I don't mind, actually. Because at least this guy can trade for any one of his creatures now. I'd probably ditch the Slin or the Nezahal. Yeah. Wait, what happened? Oh, it has first strike. Okay. So I actually can keep attacking with this guy now. Six. Pass haste. He has to block with his big guns if he wants me to spend my mana. So this basically Zakama management. And also because our opponent whiffed on the 10 drop. Now, so now you know, magic number single digits. Okay. That's perfectly fine for me. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I get to drop another 7 drop. That's my magic number now. So, okay. So it's big butt time. So it benefits our dutiful servants too. He's got 4/4, which I can snipe. I don't see a reason for him. I think he was looking for his for removal. 4, 5, and 6 was pretty much the magic number. And he did get rid of that. Send them everyone in. So that should be enough. 6, yeah. So we managed to get through. So you really want to hit 9 if you can. So I think that was kind of his idea. He was trying to save up cards for 9. But a few mistakes were made. But to be fair, a lot of cards weren't exactly being played, so that's kind of understandable why. So currently we're at 3 wins and 0 losses. Yeah, still got some time, so let's keep going. Let's see. We might actually break through this one. So at most I will get 3 more games out of this. Not the mana mix I wanted, but I will accept that. So this one also has you think about what kind of mana you want to have. You definitely want to have red, white, and green if you're aiming for Zakama. You want to have double blue if you're aiming for Frilled Sea Serpent. You might want some black for some activated abilities. Okay, opponent hasn't pulled the trigger yet. Yeah, we can still have a chance to cancel it, but you know, I want games to be a little bit quicker, so let's go for it. Yeah, see, sometimes you do want to have a turn 2 play because there are plenty of raid creatures on turn 3. Getting our opponent to discard a card would have been okay. What do you expect? So our opponent's thinking out now, so he's probably thinking, can I hold out until my opponent plays? Can I hold out until, how long can I hold out before I need to start dropping cards? He's probably gonna hold up until turn 4, so that's what I'd personally do also. Now, thanks to our friend Liberal Ideas, I might actually hold back a bit now. I just need a turn 3 because there are plenty of decent creatures at turn 3. And at least this way, and if it doesn't force our opponent's hand, it at least gets us to get some initial damage, get something to on the board. Okay, so now we need to have a 5-drop. Come on, Angel Sanctions. Actually, any of the bounce creatures would be perfect. This one is reasonable, actually. So we kind of gain life out of this. So if you're looking for removal, you might find some at 3, but generally you want 4, 5, and 6, I think. I think it's 4 and 5 are the key numbers. Though, do be warned, it is like opening a loot box at that point. you're not guaranteed to hit something big. Well, speaking of something big, this is gonna be a problem. So our opponent can't attack with this one. Well, he could trade with this, I guess. So now we have to start hitting our 6 drops. Not the creature I was looking for. So we could technically double block our in this situation. We can So I'm probably gonna take a little bit of a break right after this. Actually, I might be right back. I'm gonna step out a bit. Let's see what our opponent drops. Yume X. Oh, it's a Yume, so you probably don't want to do that. You have to click on one of your creatures, but just say no. Don't worry. Don't worry, it's a May ability. It won't shaft you. Now, I know some people are complaining that there's a feel bad about this, that you have to target, but you can just say no if it's a May ability. Usually, if it targets only your guys, it won't hurt you that badly. Now I have to hit 7s now. Whoop, too much. So when it attacks, this guy gets double strike. So, yep, if there's a dud, I would say this is it. So we're going to be taking damage up in the air, so that might be a problem. We could double strike our way through the ground, I guess. And our opponent just has to hit a decent... Well, we could aim for a decent 8 drop. Or we could just wait for 9 for Zakama, but I'm still waiting for red mana. And he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't think there's an 11 drop, so he's probably not going to spend that much mana. This guy's actually pretty good for this format. If you just need all the mana to sink all. Okay, so our opponent's really thinking. At least he didn't go automatic. So he went for 9. He's going for Zakama. He hit our red mana, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can't Zakama ourselves just yet. But let's see if we can hit something at 8. I have to attack with this guy to give double strike, but just get swallowed up by this one. It could take out one of these guys. This one can take out some guys. This might be the best chance because he's just gonna wipe my board next turn. So this is the only time I'm ever gonna get that chance. Might as well go for it. So I'm actually looking at this, holding back at 4 might be the better plan, so that, well, you could still technically just we started playing at 3, we were still able to drop the Zakama mana anyway, so that, wait, we did skip 1, so I think 4 is probably the best bet number. 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, he has to block. Okay, done. So I gained some life. I get to do nothing with that. Thankfully it didn't go to my graveyard. But I'm going to take 9, 10. He might actually just hold this guy back. Yeah, it's just going to go up in the air. So I can hit Zakama now. I can hit my Zakama mana now. Actually, he could still hit his Zakama mana now anyway. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he just takes out Gishat. There you go. Now the ironic thing is we can't exactly play our own Zakama either. He has enough red mana that we just have that he could destroy our Zakama in response. So we might actually have to play a lower cost creature just to in the hopes of finding removal. I still think 5 is the magic number for this one. Okay, gain some life. He's actually not... So he's actually going for the creature wipes now. So let's see if we can hit at... I think 6 is the magic number we want to hit. No. Let's go for 5. I think there are more creatures off the top of my head that can hit stuff at 5. So this is where your basic knowledge of 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, submit. It deals each player. Maybe if I could hit one. Oh wait, this is interesting. So nice, but there's no point attacking. So the interesting thing here is Vaishino Pyromancer deals 2 to target creature. That's one way to do it. So I'm now looking for creatures that can convert into damage. 3 mana gives us Gitu Lava Run, the big one, but we don't have any wizards, so that's a bust. I'm going to go for the number 5 anyway. I think I can get a bunch of Fabricate guys to go with it. So 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so 9, 10, 11, 12. There's no point blocking. I'm just gonna no blocks this one. He can he's gonna try to wipe our board at this point. So we'll see. We might draw something off the top. We might not. Fingers crossed. Well, our opponent has enough mana to wipe our board. So we can't. Oh, he can also do that. So yeah, that's a smart choice too. Could play this game to a draw maybe, but I'm curious how does a draw fit? But that's probably unlikely. Opponent's not aiming for. Okay, so he managed to rebuild his life total. That was quite close. If it had dealt 4 damage, I would have been. I don't think there's an effect that does that in creatures. I think 3 damage was a lot already. Going for Polyraptor. Let's see. Hey, I get to I get to off myself on my own terms. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. So this next game we might get 1 more game or 2 more games, but let's take a quick. I know this is a bit of a weird timing, but I'm gonna need to take a little bit of a break. So see you shortly. Okay, I'm back. So we got 1 more chance to win. Actually, no, we need to win 2 more times. We can't lose any more games, or else the run is over. But it's Momir Madness. Anything goes. So can't. So if you complain a lot about randomness, they can't get any more random than this. So it looks like 4 is this. So it looks like in this format, it's pretty much race to Zakama. So 4 is the magic number. You definitely want red, white, and green mana for that. So we're gonna play by those rules. That said, sometimes things could change. Like if you play a 3-drop and it happens to be Steel Leaf Champion or some exorbitantly big creature. So our opponent's now getting the 3 mana game, and okay, trashing Brontodon's reasonable. 4, 5, 6, 7. We can get up to 7 drops if we start playing now. If our opponent plays like this, he's probably not gonna get to Zakama, but so I'm gonna actually start playing now too. This might spell the end of me. Let's go for it anyway. And we and remember our opponent. This is the first thing he played into. Yeah, not the kind of nice, but I'll accept it. So our opponent wisely attacks first, one, because there's no risk, but two, there is a chance he could hit a raid trigger. Opponent dropped Sailor of Means, so he can actually accelerate his mana now. And if you're wondering what all those sounds are, it's someone's birthday, but he's kind of surprised that we actually found out. What can you say? We find ways, and okay, we have a good use for that one. Now it's a shame we're not gonna get the. So we have a good use for this guy after all. So this guy can hold these guys down for a while. Our opponent is probably gonna drop a 6-drop. I don't think there's a reason to hold on to the mana. Wait, 5, 6, 7, 8. It actually hits it. No, so he's actually holding on. So 4-3 with no Planeswalker. So we're able to hold him off a bit for now. So we might actually get. So it's just a matter of time. High Tide Hermit, so we get some energy. And we can crash with him a few times, so let's pass turn. Opponent's playing an interesting mix. I think it's either what he's is that what he's drawing? Yeah, well, if he I would have kept the white, because the life gain from Zakama's not a joke. In fact, he can hit the 7-drop now. Yeah. He can do an. Yeah, he's going for Zakama faster than we are. So we're gonna pass that one. Definitely gonna attack with the High Tide Hermit. Got our green mana. Now, I don't remember there being any land walk, so that is a non-issue. Ooh! Best drop ever. So we're gonna attack. Send this guy through. I'm gonna end up jumping for one of these guys, but at least we trade for something. He might have been better off just hitting with these instead. And I don't know why my dogs are fighting right now. It doesn't make sense. Is this what it is? Okay, he's changed his blocks. Yeah, he figured it out. No. Okay, so that was the better block. There's no reason to throw a decent 4-power creature. Now the question is, do I attack with my 10/10? Well, basically count the power on the board. If I can hold it back for as long as I can, I will. So 3, 1, 2. So he will eventually wipe the board if I don't answer. So that's a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need to find removal. But I don't think I'm gonna get it at 7. Yep, that's not what it does. So my only hope is our opponent accidentally attacks. I could force him to block though. So 6, 7, 8, 9. So he can't off with this one. The only way he can off is by blocking with this one. So I'm gonna. So I'm going to offer it. So I'm actually gonna have to finish this one up really soon. I could just lose the game right here and there, but let's make our opponent work for it. So he's going to, he could chump block. Yeah, he has to do it like that. But I don't think you. Oh, it's regular double strike, so that's okay. So and no damage. A little damage gets through, but more importantly, we got rid of that threat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're gonna be playing catch up on the Zakama game. I might skip one. I might have to skip one. Actually, no, I can still. Okay, if he plays 7 drop, Tishana draws a card. Ooh, nice. Wait. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to. So at least he got cards back, but I have no idea what exactly happened. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's play our own 8 drop. Actually, let's cancel that combat. Let's attack first. He could trade for this guy. In which case, yeah, we trade for the bigger guy. Forget a creature. Yeah, put 0 counters. Now we pay 8. I don't know why I did that, I just did. So let's see. Torgar up to 1 target player's life becomes half their starting life total rounded down. So I'm gonna target him so nothing happens. There's no reason for me to take the hit.
Okay, so it's the month of September, and I'd like to talk about
So no trample or whatnot, but still a 7/6. This is 7, 8, 9. He's gonna play Zakama now. We're going to play our own Zakama, but but again, there's an issue. If we play Zakama, he just spends all his mana. It kills our Zakama. Let's go back. Back. You know what? Let's just pay 5 mana for. Let's pay 5 mana first. We need a removal of sorts. Quarry Beetle, you may return target land card from your Oh. So we do get more lands. It jumps in the battlefield. So if I attack... Okay. This is the case where we have to be a bit aggro, though we are going to... Yeah, we're intentionally throwing creatures away. So this might... So it's because our opponent got his Zakama to stick first, and he got to his 3 red mana first. He's gonna actually just try to burn this guy out. While we're literally just trying to find ways to... get rid of this guy. Thankfully we have options. They're all at 5, so... keep that in mind. Fire Beetle's actually quite good if you get them early enough. But now we need a different 5-drop. Now the sad thing is, even if we get that 5-drop, he still gets to play Zakama first. Though if he plays this out, maybe not. Okay. Whenever you exert a creature, tap target. Okay, so that's an issue. So we're not gonna get any blockers through. Really? I'll take the 9. So I'm gonna... Well, he... So let's play... What does this do? Put... Okay, we won't benefit from this, but... 1, 2, 3, 4. Whenever a creature with a -1/-1 counter and it dies, draw a card. Oh, so I could draw a card by killing this. This is gonna be interesting. He's gonna block with this one. So we get to draw a card off that, but that doesn't do much for us. It's nice synergy, but I'm still not gonna get around this. I won't get Scorpion God back. That reminds me, Scarab God is a wash here too. Locust God is at 6. That might be okay, but no, I need to play spells, so that's not okay either. And that's pretty much good game. Yep. So this run is pretty much, so Momir Madness can be summed up to first to Zakama. You can stick Zakama first, you win. So not always guaranteed, depends on when you start playing, but it seems like there is an advantage to whoever can either go first or accelerate mana first. So all in all, not too bad. Semi-decent run. I wish I could say the same for the rare, but the common's good. So there you go. That's it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you see, please don't forget to like and subscribe. This video was made a little bit earlier, and